Massive changes proposed for SSI. What it means for millions of beneficiaries. A significant proposal is on the table that could bring a 500% increase to a crucial part of the Supplemental Security Income (SSI) program, potentially affecting more than 7 million people. If this moves forward, it could mark one of the most meaningful updates to SSI in decades. So what exactly is being proposed? What would it mean for current and future SSI recipients? And why is this change being called long overdue? Let's break it down. What's going on with SSI? The proposal currently being discussed is aimed specifically at the SSI program, not SSDI, not retirement benefits, and not survivor or spousal benefits. It's focused entirely on supplemental security income and the millions of people who rely on it for basic financial support. Now, if you're receiving SSI, you're likely familiar with the strict rules that come with it. The program is designed for people with very limited income and resources, and it doesn't leave much room for flexibility. For example, if you receive help with food or shelter from a friend or relative, it could lower your benefits. If you earn any income beyond your monthly SSI, it could quickly reduce or eliminate your eligibility. If you have more than a minimal amount of money saved up, just a few $1,000s, you could lose your benefits entirely. These rules make it incredibly difficult to improve your financial situation. Many people feel stuck, unable to save, earn, or even accept help from loved ones without risking their SSI. Why the program feels broken? There's no denying that SSI is an essential support system for millions. But the reality is the program hasn't seen key updates since 1989. That's 36 years without any change to the amount of money a person is allowed to have in savings or assets. That's where the new proposal comes in. Introducing the SSI Savings Penalty Elimination Act. Lawmakers have reintroduced a bill called the SSI Savings Penalty Elimination Act. The name may be a mouthful, but the goal is simple. Allow people on SSI to have more money in savings without being penalized. Right now, individuals on SSI can have no more than $2,000 in resources, and married couples are capped at $3,000. That includes cash, checking and savings accounts, or other cash equivalents. This bill aims to change that by raising those limits to $10,000 for individuals, $20,000 for couples. Even better, these amounts would increase annually with inflation, just like Social Security and other federal benefits already do. How would this change help? According to estimates, if these higher limits were approved, around 200,000 additional people could qualify for SSI, simply because they wouldn't be disqualified for having a few $1,000s in savings. On the surface, this sounds like a win. But there's a deeper question here. How many current SSI recipients can realistically save that much money in the first place? Let's take a look at the numbers. The maximum monthly benefit for an SSI recipient in 2024 is $943 for individuals and $1,415 for couples. How many people living on that amount, especially with today's cost of living, can save thousands of dollars? Realistically, most SSI recipients are living paycheck to paycheck. If they manage to save anything at all, it's likely a few dollars here and there, not enough to ever hit $10,000. Is this enough? A look at the bigger picture. The proposed change is a step in the right direction, but it doesn't address the root problem. The benefits themselves are too low. Even if the asset limit were raised to $500,000, most recipients wouldn't benefit if they can't afford to save in the first place. Instead, lawmakers should consider raising monthly SSI payments to match the federal poverty line, which is over $1,300 a month for individuals and $1,700 for couples. That was the original intent of the program when it was introduced in the 1970s under President Nixon, to lift people out of poverty, not keep them in it. If benefits were raised to that level, recipients might actually be able to save a few $100s a month, build a small emergency fund, and start moving toward a more stable financial future. The reality of Washington promises? Of course, it's one thing to introduce a bill and another thing entirely to pass it. Lawmakers often make big promises, then drag their feet when it comes to action. We've seen it time and again. Legislation is introduced with optimism, timelines are announced, but months later nothing has changed. Still, there's some hope. This proposal is gaining bipartisan support, meaning lawmakers from both major parties are backing it. That doesn't guarantee success, but it does improve the chances. Raising the asset limit for SSI beneficiaries is a great idea. It's just not enough on its own. The real fix would be to increase monthly benefits, update the program to reflect modern living expenses, and give recipients a real chance to save and thrive. Until then, this change could help some people. But for most, it won't make a huge difference unless it's part of a larger, more meaningful reform of the SSI system. Let's hope lawmakers are listening and ready to take real action, because the people who rely on SSI deserve more than just a small update after 36 years.